Good afternoon and welcome to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. For Pope John Junior Lion 13 and under football. Mike Forbisano calling today's game. Thank you so much for joining us here in Paternostro Stadium in Sparta. And we are set for 13U football for the Pope John Junior Lions as they kick off their season against the Orange Bengals. Pope John had a scrimmage last week, 13 and under, against the Montclair Bulldogs. He took a 6-0 lead as quarterback Matthew Staub found Jared Hawthorne from 10 yards out as he scampered into the end zone for a 6-0 lead. But then Montclair came back with a 21-yard touchdown rush of their own, and they tied the game at 6. But Jake Jessamaria sacked the quarterback on a point-after touchdown to keep the score remaining at 6. And despite a last-minute drive by the Pope John Lions, they could not find their way into the end zone, and the scrimmage ended in a 6-all tie. But now, today is opening day here in Sparta at the Catholic Academy of Sussex County, and the Pope John Junior Lions are looking to get on the board early with a first-game victory. Let's go over the roster for Pope John, and we start with number 0, Lachlan Sertival. Number 1 is Malin Sefcik. 2 is Ryan Lambreglia. 3, Evan Nisbeth. 5 is Colin Bauman. Number 6 is Lucas Rosinski. Number 8, Charlie Forbisano. Number 9, Braden Colson. Number 10, Jared Hawthorne. Number 13, Jason Hardy. 15, quarterback Matt Staub. Number 19, Mark Hedgepeth. Number 21, Vincenzo Siliberti. Number 22, Bobby DeJesus. Number 23, Nicholas Orr. 27 is Dylan Cogaziello. Number 33, and he's on the sidelines today, but not in the lineup. He's still recovering from an undisclosed injury. Jason Cofrancesco. We wish him well and hope he's back with the team very soon. But he is supporting the team on the sidelines today. That's great to see. Number 40 is Jake Jessamaria. 43, Tyler Killen. Number 45, Jude Cofrancesco. Number 56, Robert Zawicki. Number 57, Michael Kepler. 77 is Andrew Stavekin. Number 88, Nick Peterson. Number 96 is James Bortnick. The head coach of the Pope John Junior Lions 13 and under squad is Matt Emmering. Assistant coaches Jared Cofrancesco, Nick Coulson, Gene Emmering, Rich Jessamaria, and Dan Lambreglia. The athletic trainer is Gerard Graziano. The team mom and the manager of the 13U Lions is Kathy Jessamaria. The Junior Lions athletic director is Brian Carlson. The varsity head coach, Tom Gaston. The league president, Chris Barranco. And the league VP is Dave Diarco. My name is Mike Forbisano. I'll be taking you through today's action as the Pope John Junior Lions get set to take on the Orange Bengals. And that's next from Pope John High School in Sparta. Come right back for the opening kickoff. Welcome back to the Catholic Academy of Sussex County in Sparta, New Jersey, and Pope John High School. For Pope John Junior Lions 13 and under football, Mike Forbisano along with you calling today's action. Thank you so much for joining us on this wet and rainy Sunday and the 1st of September as we flip the calendar and summer is all but over. We still have a day and a half of Labor Day weekend, so enjoy it once you get out there, but the rain may put a damper on things. Well, we are heading full steam into fall, and that means football. And game number 1 in week number 1, the home opener and the opening game for the Junior Lions. One more note, I want to go ahead and thank George DeJesus for video coordination this year, as he's going to help with our broadcast as far as video is concerned. So thank you, George, for that. We are just waiting for the referees from Pop Warner to call the captains to midfield for the opening coin toss. And we'll go ahead and get started. Pope John Lions will have 2 definite home games on the schedule. And then because it's a Jersey Shore League, we'll be heading down to the shore a lot this fall. As we did last year at Monmouth, games against Shore and against Bay Shore, Linden, Roselle, Union, all these teams from down there in the Summit and Milburn area, and even further down there, Long Branch. So that is the league that the Pope John Lions are in, and they're ready to play no matter where they play. So we are set for football. It is rainy. Better than last week, in my opinion. It was hot and humid last week, and the rain has kind of broke this humidity, which is nice. But we're just waiting for football. The Lions in their blue uniforms, blue jerseys with white pants and blue socks. We're just waiting for them to come back onto the field as they are at the Lion statue. If you can watch, I'll go ahead and flip to it. Right down the field, and there's a bust of a lion, and then also the record of the Lions as they won their, I believe it's 20 state championships under old head coach Paternostro, who set the legacy for Pope John for these many, many seasons. And now Coach Tom Gaston is looking to continue in that tradition. But it starts from the ground up, and that's where the 13 and 11U teams come in. And Coach Matt Emmering, his first year on the job last year, an 8-0 regular season, a league title against Linden, and then 2 incredible playoff victories. One against Irvington in a game that Pope John definitely was not the favorite going into, and they stormed into that game and turned things around and won maybe one of the most exciting middle school games I've ever seen, 16-6 against Irvington. And then the next week they pummeled Eastwood from Syracuse, New York, the Grizzlies. They went down to Marsh Creek, Pennsylvania, and took on the Downingtown Young Whippets for the right to go to Florida for the national championships. And unfortunately, the Lions did fall in that game, but they fell to the eventual national championships, champions, I should say, Downingtown. So no disgrace in that whatsoever. So the Lions are looking to take the next step forward, maybe get down to Florida this year. And the development for these players, they move on to the freshman team and then to varsity. Varsity had their first game of the season this past Friday. Unfortunately, took it on the chin against DePaul Catholic in a road game. But they will be back home on Saturday to take on Paramus Catholic in Senior Day. So please join us for that Saturday at noon here at Pope John High School. Then they have a road game September 14th against Kellenberg Memorial on Long Island, the Firebirds. And Pope John heading out to Uniondale, right across from the old Nassau Coliseum. What used to be the old Maria Regina High School on Long Island. And Kellenberg started there for the Marianists. I know this. You're asking, why? How does he know this? I know it because I went to Kellenberg's rival, Chaminade High School in Mineola. So the Marianists, the fathers and brothers who started Chaminade, they took over Maria Regina, renamed it Kellenberg Memorial, and they've been there for about 35 years now. So Kellenberg will be hosting Pope John on September 14th, the third game of the season. Then the Lions are back home to take on Bergen Catholic, and then Del Barton after that. But for the junior Lions, 13 and 11U, the situation is this. Pop Warner announces the opponent midweek every week. So we will wait and see. 1 second. We will go ahead and be right back to Pope John High School for the start of the Pope John Junior Lions 13 and under against the Orange Bengals. We'll come back right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion 13 and under football. Mike Formisano here calling today's game. It's week 1 of the regular season as the Lions get set to take on the Orange Bengals. Bit of a delay as we're waiting for Pope John and their players to come down from the Lion statue on the side of the field and meet with the referees and with Orange for the initial coin toss. We were told that the game was going to start at 1. It looks like it's going to be more like 1:15. Or, look at my clock right now, it's actually 1:13. So probably about 1:15, 1:20, if I had to guess. Please stay with us after this game, as we'll be right back with you. The 11U squad under head coach Rob Zawicki, they start their season as well against the Orange Bengals. And last week they had a scrimmage against Montclair. Fell at the hands of Montclair 12-0, but they played very inspired, and the Lions are all set to go today on both the 13 and 11U levels. One more game I want to tell you about. The freshman team took on DePaul Catholic, who came here to Pope John High School on Thursday, and it was the freshmen for Pope John winning 30-22. And so, big victory for the Lions in that game, and they'll get a 1-0 start for the season.
Number 6.
So the Lions getting set to come down. They're starting to break up over near the statue on the right side behind the end zone, and coach is starting to head down the hill towards the field, and we shall have football in just a few minutes. As I said, the Junior Lions, 2 guaranteed home games this season. That's today, and that will also be later on. I think the weekend of September 21st, 22nd is what they're shooting for to have the other home game. But it'll go until mid-October, and then the playoffs will start late October. I know last year, because of the length of the playoffs for Pop Warner, in the final game at Marsh Creek, Pennsylvania for 13 and under, that game was played the third weekend of November, so it was right before Thanksgiving, and it got cold. It was cold. We were overcoat and hats, so it was almost like the broadcaster doing the hockey rink. Had to stay warm during that game, and all the fans had their winter coats on, and they were ready for possible snow. But it's not here yet. It's still warm outside. Not as hot as it was last week. It was close to 90 degrees this week, I think, in Sparta. But that weather is going to be few and far between. Maybe we get a heat wave in September, maybe not. But we're going to start heading towards 70s and cooler temperatures. All right, and here come the Pope John Lions. I'll go ahead and point the camera towards them, and you can see it. Here, the Pope John Lions, defending champions of the North Jersey Pop Warner League at the 13U level, taking the sidelines, and Pope John ready to defend their title from last season. It'll be Pope John and the Orange Bengals to start week 1 here at Pope John High School. The Bengals heading back to their sideline. While we're waiting, let's go over the rosters one more time so that you have names and numbers that you can match to for everyone. We start with number 0 is Lachlan Cernival. Number 1 is Balin Sefcik. Number 2, Ryan Lambreglia. 3 is Evan Nisbeth. 5, Colin Bauman. 6, Lucas Rosinski. 8, Charlie Formisano. Number 9, Braden Coulson. 10, Jared Hawthorne. Number 13, Jason Hardy. 15 is Matt Staub. Number 19, Mark Hedgepeth. 21, Vincenzo Ciliberti. Number 22, Robert DeJesus. Number 23, Nicholas Orr. Practicing with the team is number 24, Gavin Alston. Number 27 is Dylan Cogaziello. Number 33, Jason Cofrancesco, who's on the sidelines cheering the team on today. 40 is Jacob Jesmaria. 43, Tyler Killen. 45, Jude Cofrancesco. 56, Robert Zawicki. Number 57, Michael Kepler. 77, Andrew Stavekin. 88, Nicholas Peterson. And number 96 is James Bortnick. And the head coach again for the 13U squad, Matt Emmering. Assistant coaches Jared Cofrancesco, Nick Colson, Gene Emmering, Rich Jessamaria, and Dan Lambreglia. Athletic trainer is Gerard Graziano. The team mom and manager of the 13U squad is Kathy Jessamaria. Junior Lions athletic director Brian Carlson. The varsity head coach is Dom Gaston. The league president Christian Virago, and the league VP Dave Diarco. I am Mike Formisano. We are here live at Pope John High School. It's Pope John Junior Lions 13 and under squad against the Orange Bengals from Orange, New Jersey. And we're going to take one last break before opening kickoff. I promise. We will have football in just a few minutes. Come on back to Pope John High School. It'll be the Lions and the Bengals. Welcome back to Pope John High School as head coach Matt Emmering is about to lead out his captains for today's game. We have number 6, Lucas Rosinski, number 45, Jude Cofrancesco, number 27, Dylan Cocaziello, and number 40, Jake Jessamaria, representing the Pope John Lions as the captains for today's game. We'll see about the Orange Bengals and who they send out. Again, 7 games on the schedule for this season. 2 guaranteed home games today. And again, we believe September 22nd, but no guarantees on that. As again, Pop Warner decides opponent and time in the middle of every week. We can tell you this much. The games will be played mostly on Sundays. So come out, watch Pope John football, and then you can get started with your NFL slate every Sunday after this one. This is the last, think about it, this is the last Sunday we won't have NFL football until right before Valentine's Day. And I know the National Football League is looking to expand their schedule to 18 games and put the Super Bowl on the weekend of President's Day in the future. And that would basically give everybody the day off the next day for President's Day. So it'd be like a national holiday. So people have been clamoring about this for 40, 50 years, wanting the next day after Super Bowl Sunday off so they can watch the game at night. Now, it starts at 6:30 in the evenings now. You could even push it back an hour or two, have it later in prime time, watch the game, and then everybody has off the next day for President's Day. I think all football fans would enjoy that. So I know I would. It's tough going to work the next day or to school the next day after the Super Bowl. Well, the coach is on the field. Coach Matt Emmering in his white polo shirt and baseball cap, along with khakis. You got Coach Jared Cofrancesco in the Pope John overcoat. And then you've got the rest of the coaching staff out there as well. And now the Orange Bengals sending out their coaches and captains. Field's artificial turf here in Sparta, New Jersey at Pope John High School. So maybe a little wet, a little slippery out there. Not a lot of give on the turf fields as opposed to the grass fields that you normally find on a lot of high schools and middle schools throughout the country. Pope John has converted everything over to turf, which is really nice and great upkeep. The field looks terrific. Even the baseball field. The baseball field, if you look over here in the distance, that's all turf. Even the dirt that's supposed to be on the field is turf. Terrific field. So, top-notch quality fields for the boys and girls to play on here at Pope John High School. They do a great job of maintaining them. We are inching closer and closer to football. It looks to me like game time is going to be about 1:25. So, again, after this game, please continue to join us. We'll be on a new feed, but we are going to have 11U football for you. Head coach Rob Zwicky's Pope John Junior Lions 11U squad will take on the Orange Bengals 11U squad right after this game. So please stay with us. An afternoon of football here at the Catholic Academy of Sussex County. Well, now the rain picking up just a little bit more. It's turning from a steady drizzle into a moderate rain. It was coming down about 2 hours ago as we all got to the field. So hopefully rain dissipates. But either way, we'll play through it as long as there's no lightning. Lightning is the one thing where there's no give on that. If there's any kind of lightning whatsoever, the league officials will pull the teams off the field immediately for everyone's safety. And listen, you're in a stadium here that has metal bleachers and a metal press box. I have no problem with that. Hopefully it'll just stay rain. It'll lessen, the humidity will break, and we'll get a nice cool afternoon here. Yeah, looking for football weather. Now that school is starting up for Pope John High School, middle school, and Reverend Brown students, all the other sports will be starting as well. We know that. Soccer's underway, and volleyball, and cross country. Pope John is the home to 4 football teams: varsity, freshman, and the 2 junior Lions teams, 11U and 13U. The Junior Lions program has been a great program in building out future players, future Lions, and I know the coaching staffs do a great job with these kids in order to get them to that level. All right, so the referees are now talking over the ground rules with both teams. We should be ready for football in just a few minutes. Okay, now the coaches are heading back to the sidelines. We'll do the coin flip, and then we will truly be underway. I feel like I'm sitting in a rain delay at a baseball game. We thought the game was going to start at 1, so it's going to be closer to 1:30. There's a coin toss. It looks like Pope John has won. And the referee talking to number 27, Dylan Cocaziello, to see which way Pope John will lead the field, or if they'll take the kickoff, or if they'll defer. Now, it looks like Pope John's going to be on the left side of the field, and the Orange Bengals will be on the right. The Lions in there, and the jerseys came in this week, so thanks to everyone for getting the jerseys to the players. Great work by Team Mom, Kathy, Jess, and Maria, in making sure those jerseys got to the players. They look fantastic. It says Pope John on the front in gold with gold numbers and white trim. Blue jerseys with white pants and blue socks. And the golden helmets, golden domes with the Lions on both sides, the blue lion. So it looks like the Lions are going to receive the ball to start the first half. Coach Matt Emmering wants to get on the board early in this one. This is the first game of the regular season for the Pope John Junior Lions as they take on the Orange Bengals from Orange, New Jersey. Probably about a half hour east of here. Maybe halfway between, the Orange is about 25 miles, maybe 30. And New York City is about 40, 50 miles. Okay, so actually the Lions are going to be on the right side of the field and going right to left on your screen. The Orange Bengals in their white jerseys with orange pants and black helmets. We are seconds away from football. I promise we are going to get this game started. So now the Orange Bengals onto the field after they've completed the chant. It's going to be the Bengals kicking off from the 40-yard line. And Pope John receiving. We got number 2, Ryan Labrenglia. And I believe that's number 16. No, it can't be 16. There's no 16 on the roster. Number 6, Lucas Rosinski. They are back to receive, standing just behind their own 20-yard line. We're set for football, and here we go. The Orange Bengals kicking off to the Pope John Lions. And here's the kick. End over end down to about the 30. And it's received by Pope John. And that is number 21, Vincenzo Siliberti, who makes the catch and is brought down at about the 36-yard line. That's where the Lions will start. 1st and 10 for Pope John. The quarterback, Matthew Staub, number 15 for Pope John, with Jake Jessamaria, number 40, in the backfield as the tailback. Try and get you members of the line. We've got number 45, Jude Cofrancesco, number 8, Charlie Formasano, number 96 is James Bortnick, and we've got a Pope John Lion down right now. I don't know if he's suffering from, it was Vincenzo Siliberti. So he must have taken a hit on that return. He's going to be helped off the field by Coach Matt Emery. So in for Siliberti is number 10, Jared Hawthorne. Now it's Sefcik on the near receiver end. We've got both Jessamaria and Rosinski in the backfield. Matthew Staub under center. He exclusively went from a shotgun all week last week, all game against Montclair. We'll see if he goes under center to get started here. First play from scrimmage from the Pope John 36. It'll be 1st and 10. We'll mark it at the 37. 1st and 10. Stop setting his offensive players. He's under center. Here's a snap. Handoff to Jake Jessamaria. Goes to his right. Gains about maybe a yard. He might have just gotten back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. So just to the line. And that's it. Now Hawthorne out of the game. Pope John up to the line. Colin Bauman center. Got Formasano and Bortnick up there. I formation for the Lions. Here's Staub. Hands off to Rosinski. Rosinski to his right. And again, the Bengal defense meeting him at the line of scrimmage and bring him down just at the line. So no gain for Pope John. That will bring up 3rd and 10. So 2 running plays for the Lions, not successful yet. Third and 10 for the Lions. Staub in the shotgun now. Jessamaria alone back in the backfield. Number 2, Ryan Labrenglia out to the wideout position on the near side along with Sefcik. We got movement on the line. And it looks to be a false start penalty against Pope John. Five-yard penalty against Pope John as the rain intensifies here at Pope John High School. Just underway in the first quarter, the clock being kept on the field by the referees, as is the score, but we'll know the score as we go along. It's 3rd and 15 for Pope John. Make that 13. They moved him back about 3 yards. So the Lions are going to have to get close to midfield, and that's not happening on that play as Matthew Staub takes the sack from Orange, goes down, and Pope John now facing 4th and long, and they're going to have to punt it away. So the Lions push back to their own 15-yard line. And their first possession of the season is a 3-and-out. Number 96, James Bortnick, back to punt. Bortnick has assumed the kicking duties on this 13U squad from Seamus Corcoran, who's a wonderkin in that position last year. Down to about the 50, and Orange receives up to the 40, the 35, and he's heading towards the end zone. Touchdown, Orange, number 1 for the Bengals. A 49-yard kick return, and Orange goes up 6-0. Well, a devastating start to the season for Pope John, but it is still just the first quarter. 6-0 Orange leads on a 49-yard punt return. Well, the Bengals come out for the point after attempt. Now, in Pop Warner, the rule is if you run or pass it in, it's 1 point. If you kick it, it's 2. Now, Orange is going to attempt to run or pass. Now, flag on the play as Orange snaps it. And it's against Orange, so they'll move it back. So now the ball spotted at the 7-yard line. Six nothing Orange leads. Orange up to the line. Here's a snap by number 3. He'll keep it. Tries to find the far corner, and he's in. But a flag down on the play, and we'll see what that is about. And it's against Orange, so they're going to bring it back. So a penalty against the Bengals on the point after. And we'll see, does this wipe out the point after attempt and keep the score 6-0? I think that's what's going to happen is the Lions are moving off the field. No, wait, they're coming back on now. So it is a penalty against Orange. So do they get another attempt at the point after? They may. No teams are staying out there, so it'll move the ball back. The Bengals thought it was a 5-yard penalty. It's actually a 10. 10-yard penalty against Orange. And so now the point after attempt will come from just inside the 20.
Hey, Dorian, I like the heads up, though, bro. DJ, let's ball out, baby.
Now the center, number 24 to the line, his offensive line mate Speedham. Quarterback number 3 in the gun. I formation. Now he's under center. Back to pass. Fakes it. We got another flag down. Number 3 escapes trouble, but only briefly, and brought down by Jake Jessamaria. Doesn't matter as Orange is going to be called for a hold, and that is declined. So Well, the Lions keep the score 6-0 as the point attempt after touchdown fails. And so now the Lions will receive the ball on the kickoff. 6-0, the Orange Bengals leading over the Pope John Junior Lions. We're here at Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. It's Mike Formisano along with you, calling today's game. Thank you so much for joining us. And the Lions go 3 and out on their first offensive possession. Bortnick punts it away to the 49-yard line of Pope John. And the kick returner brings it back to the house for a touchdown, a 49-yard scamper. Point effort fails, and it's 6-0. Orange over Pope John. The ball spotted at the 40-yard line. The kicker for Orange, number 48, approaches the ball. High, wobbly kick goes down to the 20 and fielded by Labreglia. Labreglia cutting toward the near sideline. He reverses himself, now comes back to the sideline and steps out of bounds at the 16-yard line where Pope John will start. So, decent return by Labreglia. Got a few yards there, and Pope John will start their second offensive possession. From their own 16-yard line. We are late first quarter. It's the Orange Bengals 6 and the Pope John Lions no score. You see off in the distance the 11U team heading to warm up for their game. That'll be right after this one. Probably starting around 3 p.m. now. So please stay with us for that. Here's the snap to stop in the shotgun, the handoff, and nowhere to go for Jake Jessamaria as he is brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Going to mark it at the 16, so 2nd and 10. Rain is all but stopped here at Pope John High School, and the sun is trying to peek out from behind the clouds. Pope John to the line. 2nd, and we're going to call it 11. Staub under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Rosinski, who is met in the backfield at about the 20-yard line. So, lost the yardage for the Lions. They go from the 26 to mark the ball at the 21-yard line. So, you got a penalty on the play, so Orange called for a penalty, and that's going to help out Pope John. They'll move the ball up to the 35-yard line, and so now what would have been 3rd and long for Pope John is turned into 3rd and very short. 3rd and 2. Lions have to get to the 37. They're at the 35 now, so they'll take the penalty. And it's going to actually... Oh, yeah, they got the first down. So they got past the first down marker, and so now that's going to bring up 1st and 10. So first down for the Lions from the 35. Stop, fumbles the snap, it's on the turf. We'll see who recovers. Orange says they have it, and they do. The Bengals recover the fumbled snap by Matthew Staub, and Orange will take over. Oh, bad break for Pope John there as the... transfer of the ball from center Bauman to quarterback Staub. Not completed. Ball hits the turf, and Orange takes over. We got a timeout on the field as Coach Evering wants to talk things over. We'll take one as well. Late first quarter, it's the Orange Bengals 6, the Pope John Lions no score. We'll be back to Pope John High School right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey, on the campus of the Catholic Academy of Sussex County. As the Pope John Junior Lions 13 and under team take on the Orange Bengals. Mike Formisano along with you, calling today's action as the Lions now switch to defense after that fumble recovery by Orange. The Bengals with a 6-0 lead, looking to add to their advantage. 1st and 10 from the 35. Bengals going left to right on your screen. The Lions right to left. Here's a snap. We got a flag on the play. And it's going to be against the Bengals. A lot of penalties for Orange in this game, but they have withstood them so far. So that's going to knock them back at least 5. And the referee spot the ball at the 40. Late first quarter, Orange leads Pope John 6-0. We are now into football season all throughout northern New Jersey. And so a day without football or a Sunday without football in the fall, unheard of thing. So we now are heading towards the latter part of the year. School is about to get started. Football on Sundays. Before you know it, the holidays will be here, and I'm just rushing away in the year, aren't I? 1st and 15. I'll stop that. Number 3, hands off to 2. 2 cuts to the right. Does a 360, reverses himself, avoids a tackle. He's still on his feet, and he's able to break free until finally being brought down by number 57. That is Michael Kepler. And Kepler saving a touchdown. And we have a man down for Pope John. It looks to be number 1, Malin Sefcik. Now the coach is out to take a look at him. We're going to take an injury timeout. We'll be back to Pope John High School right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lions football. And it was number 1, Malin Sefcik, on the ground injured, but he walked off under his own power, and that's great to see. So we return to football here, late first quarter. The Lions are down 6-0 as Orange came maybe inches away from breaking a run there by number 2. It was Michael Kepler who saved a touchdown for the Lions. And the score remains 6-0. But a 1st and 10 at the opening of the red zone, the 20-yard line. Number 3 in the shotgun, 3 men in the backfield. Here's the handoff to 2. 2 sidesteps the tackle, cuts back through the middle, and is brought down at about maybe the 15-yard line. So a gain of about 5 for Orange. Number 2, the workhorse running back for the Bengals in this one. Number 9, Braden Coulson in for the Lions now in the substitution. Orange up to the line. Second and short. Looks like the Bengals have to get to about the 10-yard line. 3 men in the backfield. Here's a handoff to the fullback. Number 6 cuts to his left, trying to break his way through the Pope John line. And he does so all the way down to the 5-yard line, where he is brought down, but not after a first down for Orange. So it'll be 1st and goal to go for Orange, already leading 6-0 here in this first quarter. And as they say that, I think that's the end of the first. Referee's heading to the sidelines. Orange back to their sideline, and so is Pope John. We have reached the end of quarter number 1 here at Pope John High School. It's the Orange Bengals threatening to add to their 6-0 lead over the Pope John Lions. Come on back for second quarter action right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion 13 and under football. Mike Formisano here calling today's game. Thank you very much for joining us on this Labor Day weekend and first day of September in 2024. Not a good start for the Lions so far, but they still have 3 quarters to work. It is 1st and goal for Orange at the 5-yard line, trying to make this a 2-score game. They're up 6-0. Quarterback under center, takes the snap, hands off to number 6, cutting through the Pope John line and into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. And the Bengals now with a punt return for a touchdown, 49 yards, and a 5-yard touchdown run by number 6. And that makes the score 12-0. Now, the last time the Bengals attempted the point after touchdown, they ran into a slew of penalties. We will see if they can convert this time or if Pope John can stop them from the 3-yard line. And again, rules for Pop Warner. A run or a pass is 1 point, and a kick is 2. So they're going to attempt a run or pass. 3 men in the backfield. Number 3 under center. He's been going to either number 6 or 2 running so far. And I've got a flag on the play and a false start against the Bengals. So it'll push them back 5. So the penalty bug hitting the Orange Bengals again.
Let's go, defense.
The rain is all but stopped here. It is just overcast now. And it definitely has cooled things down. The humidity has broken, which is great. So, a beautiful day out here in Sparta. And this afternoon here. I know everybody loves the beach. They love going down to the shore, summer days and so forth. And absolutely. It was a great summer, but we got a lot of really nice weather afternoons, weather-wise, that we should be coming into now as we go into September and October. And I am looking forward to that. So, Orange is pushed back to the 7-yard line for the point after attempt. Lead is 12. The referee's saying that Orange initially called timeout. So, well, they're back in set formation. Here's a snap. Number 3 bobbled it, but hands it off to 6. And 6 breaks through the Pope John line and into the end zone for the point after. So, that'll make the score 13-0. Orange over Pope John. We'll take a quick break, and we will be back for the kickoff to start things up again. Second quarter, Orange leads Pope John 13-0. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta as the Bengals kick off from their own 40. Takes a bounce and it goes down to about the 28-yard line, fielded by Lambriglia. Ryan Lambriglia trying to cut through into the middle between the hash marks and only gets to about the 35-yard line. So that's where Pope John will take over on their third offensive series of the game. We got started at about 1:30 this afternoon, so it's probably going to delay the 11U start to about 3 p.m. They initially were set to start at 2:30. But just stay with us. We will bring those games or that game to you after this one. So 13U now playing against Orange, down 13-0. And then the 11U team playing the Orange Bengals right after this. 1st and 10. The Lions now going left to right on your screen. Matthew Staub under center with Jesse Marie in the backfield along with Rosinski. I formation. Handoff goes to Rosinski, and he's met right as soon as he grabs the ball. So the ball's handed off to Rosinski, and there are 2 Bengals there to meet him. Loss of yardage on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down. Referee spot the ball at the 34-yard line. 2nd and 11. Pope John has to get to their own 45. If you just joined us, 13-0. Orange leads Pope John. 49-yard punt return in the first quarter and a 5-yard touchdown run. Fumble on the play. Jesse Marie, it's knocked loose, and it's picked up by number 48 for Orange, and they bring it to the house. Number 48 for the Orange Bengals, touchdown, and that makes the score 19-0. So Staub handed off to Jesse Maria, who was drilled in the backfield, and the ball was knocked loose. Picked up by number 48 for the Bengals, and he runs into the end zone untouched to make it 19-0. And now the Bengals to the line for the point after attempt. I'll tell you what, we got timeout on the field for Orange. You're going to talk things over. The sun really now coming through the clouds, and it has turned into a gorgeous day out here. Not so much for the Lions on the field, however. Down 19-0, and they're taking a timeout. We'll take one as well. Middle stages of the second quarter. It's 19-0 Orange. We'll be back right after this short break. All right, welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta as the Orange Bengals get set for their third point after attempt of the afternoon. They converted one, they missed one. We'll see what happens on this play. Number 3, the quarterback for the Bengals under center. He's got a 3-man backfield again. We got a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start against the Bengals. That'll move back 5. So, Orange is really going to have to work on this point after touchdown affair. I mean, they've gotten at least 1 point from last one, but this is like the 5th penalty I think they've had on the point after attempts. 4th or 5th. Continue getting hit with false start penalties, so. From the 7, handoff to number 6, met right at the line by the Pope John defense. And they're going to shut him down there. That was Jude Cofrancesco on the tackle for the Lions. Well, Cofrancesco shuts down the Orange running attack there. And the second failed point after touchdown for the Bengals keeps the score 19-0 Orange over Pope John. Gets set for another kickoff. Sun now is going to play a factor in this beating off the field there for the Lions and Bengals in this one. So the ball spotted at the 40. We got Labraglia and Rosinski back to receive. Both standing at their 20-yard line. Here's the kick by number 48. Wobbly kick, bounces at the 30. Fielded by Labraglia at the 25. He brings it up to the 35 and is brought down at about the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Lions down 19-0, looking to claw their way back into this. Number 56, Robert Zawicki out there in place of number 5, Colin Bauman, who comes off. And Matthew Staub, the quarterback for the 13-0 Lions, back into the huddle. Pope John up to the line. 1st and 10 for Pope John. Starting from their own 36. Stops under shotgun. Jessa Maria behind him. Takes the snap. Fires. Screen pass to Jessa Maria. Makes the catch and is down to about the 41, we'll say 42-yard line. Takes a hit there and is brought down, but not before Jessa Maria can gain about 5 or 6 on the play. Second and 5 for Pope John. It'd be extremely beneficial for the Lions to get a score here before halftime. Get on the board, get them feeling good about themselves, and see what happens in the second half. But they got to turn this around and turn it around now. Stop in the shotgun. Fires downfield to Rosinski. Out of his hands and incomplete. Screen pass to Rosinski as he cut towards the near sideline. He was past the hash marks on the near side, and the ball was thrown behind him a bit. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 for Pope John. Pope John up to the line. 3rd and 5 for the Lions. Stop in the shotgun again. Jess Marie in the backfield. Takes the snap. Screen pass to Jess Marie. It was deflected by Orange. Number 5 coming through the line and getting a piece of it with his right hand. Knocks down the pass intended for Jess Maria. And that'll bring up 4th down. Charlie Formisano into the game for Robert Zawicki, as is Tyler Killen coming off. 4th down, about 5 to go, and the Lions definitely have to go for it here. We approach the late stages in the second quarter. Now Killen come back in, and Coach Everett is going to want time. We'll take one as well. Late second quarter. Orange leading Pope John 19-0. Come on back to Pope John High School right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta for Pope John Junior Lion 13-0 football. Big play in this game for the Lions if they want to get back into it. Already down 19-0. It's 4th and 5. The Lions desperately need this first down. Staub in the shotgun. He's got Jess Maria behind him. Here's a snap. Staub back to pass. Under pressure. And the pass intended for Rzinski, incomplete. That'll be a turnover on downs. Orange will take over. So Staub was under pressure right away from the defensive end from the far side for the Bengals and had to release it. It went behind Rzinski and incomplete on the play. So turnover on downs, and that will give Orange the ball inside Pope John territory. They're marking the ball at the 41-yard line for the Bengals. Already up 19-0. So the defensive unit out there for the Pope John Lions. Number 3, under center for the Bengals. 3 men in the backfield once again. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And we have another false start penalty against Orange, I believe. It'll be against Orange. 5-yard penalty. That brings the ball back to the Pope John 46. 19-0 Orange leads, late second quarter. Number 3, under center. Here's a snap. Handoff to the fullback. Cuts to his left. Trying to get around the secondary for Pope John. Down to the 35, the 30. And is tackled by number 57 for Pope John. And that is Michael Kepler. So Kepler brings the running back down, or the fullback down, right next to the near sideline. And the referees will give a spot of the 29-yard line. So first down for Orange as they start from the Pope John 29. Again, stay with us after this game as the Pope John Junior Lions 11U squad will take on the Orange Bengals 11 under squad right here, Pope John High School. Number 3 with the keep. He goes right through the middle and is able to gain about 8, maybe 9 yards on the play. Gets down to about the 21-yard line. So he saw a hole there and just kept it. And the quarterback sneak gives Orange 8 yards. Second and 2. They spot the ball at the 21 of Pope John, just outside the red zone. Set on the near hash mark. Number 3 under center. 6 and 2 in the backfield, right behind 3. Number 40 to the left, or actually to the right. The handoff goes to 6. 6 cuts through the Pope John line on the left side, continuing on his feet. Finally brought down at about the 14-yard line. First down, Orange. We have a timeout for the Bengals. We'll take one as well. Timeout on the field. The Orange Bengals lead the Pope John Lions 19-0. Come on back for the remainder of the second quarter right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion 13 and under football. Mike Formisano calling today's game. Thank you very much for being here with us in northern New Jersey. Wish I had a better result for you. Orange leads Pope John 19-0, late second quarter. And the Bengals are threatening again. They are just inside the red zone now at about the 14-yard line. First and 10. They've got to get to about the 4. Here's a snap. Fumble on the play. It's loose. And we'll see. Did Orange recover? It looks like they did. And the referees are saying that Orange did, in fact, recover the ball. So the ball popped out from the quarterback's hands, number 3, right onto the turf. It took a bounce, and it dropped dead on the turf, and it allowed Orange to recover. Then I'll bring up second down. Here's a snap. Number 3, back to pass, left-hander. And he is sacked in the backfield by Dylan Cocaziello. Cocaziello making the sack there, dropping the Orange quarterback to about the 15-yard line. So a loss of about 2 on the play. Big sack for Pope John. Dylan Cocaziello records it. And even if the Lions can't get on the board before this end of the first half, a big stop here would help. 19-0, 3rd and 2 for Orange. Now the Bengals to the line. Ball spotted at the 15. Number 3 in the shotgun. We have a flag down on the play. It's against Orange, and it'll move it back. So instead of 3rd and a couple, It's going to be 3rd and long. Number 3 in the shotgun again. Takes it, fires toward the end zone, and through the hands of the intended receiver, number 5. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th down. So number 5 being covered by a pair of quarterbacks for Pope John. Looks like Jake Jessamari was in on that. Along with, I think, Tyler Killen. Ball spotted at the 20 now. 4th down for Orange. Number 3 in the gun. Takes the snap. We have another flag. False start against Orange. That'll push him back 5 more. You can see this Orange team is very talented. They've definitely got talent, but they are having a problem with the discipline as far as staying on side and not moving on the line. And a lot of penalties from this Orange team today. 4th and long now, which was 4th and 2. Snap to number 3 in the gun. Fires towards the sideline. He's got a man. Number 1 makes the catch. Wide open. Touchdown, Orange. So number 1 takes the pass from the 25-yard line, and it's a touchdown for Orange. It'll make the score 25-0. And that's a backbreaker for Pope John. Right before the end of the half, on 4th down, when Orange had been moving backwards on penalties. Number 3 finds number 1 on the far sideline, wide open. And he trots into the end zone to make it 25-0. There's a snap to 3 in the gun. Over to number 4, who's able to scamper in for the 2-point conversion. 27-0. Orange leads over Pope John. And that is the end of the first half as the Pope John Lions head over to the back of the end zone to discuss things and to try and right the ship. We will cut this feed. We'll start a new one in a few minutes. Come on back after halftime. It's the Orange Bengals 27, the Pope John Lions no score.